Welcome to senior night, Trinity High School. Seniors for Nashua High School North. Number 20, Todd Silver. Number 4, Adam Dennis. Number 17, John Joyce. Number 7, Chase McBride. And number 1, Jack Williams. Now, the seniors for Trinity High School. Number 31, Brendan Hackett. John Law. Next, Reagan Labalza. Kristen Lowry.
There's another bit of flowers for Maureen.
No, we're good. We got these.
Next, Bobby Consol. Bob Consol, Mother, Kenny, Grandmother,
Well, folks, it is the last hockey weekend of February and the regular season. Welcome to JFK Arena in sunny Manchester, New Hampshire. Rich McDonough and Kyle Heavey on call here today from JFK Arena for the final tilt of the regular season. We have a triple header today, folks, and we're starting out by the hometown home ice Trinity Pioneers at 4-13 hosting the Nashua North and Souhegan co-op team, who come in at 7-9 and currently in 12th place with some work to do, maybe to hack their way into the playoffs. What do you think, Kyle? It should be a good game.
It's going to be a great game. There's 8 seniors for Trinity that all got their moment before the game. Emotions are high, and for Trinity, they can play spoilers here today.
Absolutely.
And really cause Nashua North-Souhegan to not make the playoffs. So we're glad to be with you on this great, beautiful day.
You got to love senior nights and senior days.
You know, it's our 5th senior game that we've had this week between basketball and hockey.
Right.
And it's been a busy one, but at the same time, it's so great to see these players get have these moments that they can appreciate.
Sure.
And we got a great game going on through the first minute anyway.
And we've got meaningful games all day long, including this one, and it should be fun to watch. North is probably favored on paper, but we have great goaltending on either end of the ice. And right on cue, there goes Hepler with his first save. Gets that off to the corner.
Yeah, it's great to see that both seniors will get a chance to play in this game. Hepler getting the start, and Lebelzik will come in later in the game.
Right on.
And, well, for Trinity, they have a chance to have a winning streak as they won 4-1 on Wednesday night when we were at the Tri-Town Arena versus Bishop Brady, Merrimack Valley, and Concord Christian. So this game certainly has a lot of things. You want to be able to go into, the end of the year with remembering that you won those last couple games and were a spoiler.
Absolutely. And North is getting it up the ice already so they can get their second big shift change here. And they go up to their reliable McBride, number 7, who's a terrific right winger. And we got our first our first whistle of the contest at 13:09, 0-0 as we're just getting out of the gate.
Yeah,
on
Zach
a busy
Bellew
Saturday.
did not want to chance that, and he's a senior. So we got 3 goaltenders that all are playing in, their last game here at the J.
Yeah, remarkable.
Obviously, Nashua North and South with a mixture of Pelham and Souhegan will be playing tomorrow at 6:30 we just saw. So
sure,
if Nashua North-Souhegan is able to win, then they will have a chance to really put their mark into the playoff series tomorrow. But obviously Trinity, with Sam Maurice scoring the hat trick the other night, obviously would like to get on the scoring again.
Wow. And that bouncing biscuit across the crease there was a little troublesome looking for that moment, but getting it down the ice and the near side dasher board where North Souhegan They get it all the way down. Now it comes back into the corner and giving chase. The ever fast skating Maurice, he of the hat trick that other night, dishes it up to the top at the fence line there, keeping it in. Only for a moment was Walsh, and couldn't get that done, and it backs into the defensive zone for North.
Jacob
Souhegan.
Landry doing a great job of blocking shots
Yeah.
for Nashua North-Souhegan. Again, he's going to be a big player here in this game.
And they're scrappy. They will get that done. I was able to talk with Coach Zarlenga for North-Souhegan earlier in the season, and he's an old Rhode Island hard-nosed player himself. So his team is going to reflect or emulate his character, and getting it out there is it's Joyce, number 17, but drifts inside and
another senior but he was a little offsides here, and
just a wee bit, so it'll come outside the blue line at 12:04 for the dot drop.
And it'll be Joyce versus Centorino.
Yeah, and Chris Centrino golfs that one back into his zone. They win it, and here come the Pios coming up the ice. Tough season for them. You throw the scorebook away, though. You play for your team. It's senior day. Nice whistling shot there by Soroy. He had a good game the other night at Tri-Town. And getting it out of the corner right there is Dratch. And it comes up top side. He goes drifting dangerously around the crease, but getting it and now hauling it in here. Big shot there by Kinsella, who had himself a good night the other night skating and would love to open things up on senior day here.
Turnover in the neutral zone, though. Wow,
yeah,
big open ice hit right there.
And Joyce escorted rudely to the ice.
You're supposed to be nice to your guests, but apparently that is not happening today so far. But it's a good first 4 minutes here with both teams really getting a feel for the ice and their opponent.
Yeah, a good job by Leroux shutting the gate there, and Soroy does that at the opposite side. Good job on the fence line for the Pioneers. Sure, they could say they had a disappointing season. They were erratic, but they've got a ton of guys coming back. I mean, they've got 14 of the fellas returning next year, and as an old coach myself, you wish you had a better season, but you love all the experience your young fellas got.
A big hit behind the play for Venzia, and now coming the other way, a rolling puck. Just
look at that thing.
Making a weird direction towards the goal.
Look like a hubcap skirting down Route 3 there. Coming up with it nicely is Landry. Landry backs it in and backhand a shot. That one goes wide of the cage. Hepler probably breathing a sigh of relief there as he was all alone for that split second.
And now they got to be very calm here as the puck never cleared the zone, and still finally it's out.
Saludo is able to fork that one out beyond the zone, and they're going to get a wholesale change for Coach Connell.
Well, it's a good mix of Venzia coming off, and you get Sam Maurice coming in. So it's a good mixture of lines here for Trinity to start things off.
Yeah, promising looking there, but nice block earlier by Colton Leroux there. And good job popping that one out by Hurley, but it finds its way back into the defensive zone for the Pios. And now off the dasher boards, giving it out to Maurice. The real skate. Here comes another fast skater in Runzello, and he nails one off of the pads of Vieux.
I'm liking this chances here for Trinity. They just have been stoned so far here as the senior goaltender has done a great job, and we'll see what Value can do for the rest of the game. But
well, that was a good save that he had to make right there. 9:24, and we got the drop right outside Trinity's defensive zone, and it climbs its way back inside, and Walsh throws it out to the dasher board, and here comes the ever-fast skating Maurice, and gets it down the ice, and it rolls around behind Vieux. Oh, a little backhand pass. Bottom of the slot, there's Maurice, and he was lightning quick and challenged Vieux. And I tell you what, Jacob Landry is hot right now. He thought he was, he's upset with himself on that defensive series right there. But bailed out by Vieux. That was a good save after a great look by Maurice.
Yeah, he's not even taking a seat in the proper way. He's got to sit on the side of the bench here. I guess
don't beat
the door.
yourself up, kid. It's okay. That's what goalies are for, right? I'm an old goalie.
You're there for a reason.
That one rolls around behind. Good job keeping it in by DeFreitas. There's a DeFreitas, freshman. He's had a really good season. I'm real high on him and loving it if I'm coach, seeing him come back to the lineup next year as a sophomore, but with a ton of experience. Good job by him. Good job keeping it in right there by Jake Dodge. And it goes all the way back down the ice, and Miller has to collect it. Tries to get it out to Cullity. He can't do it.
Sam.
And now here comes Maurice. And he zings one on Villiers' pads, and that one ricochets and goes behind. Maurice retains it, and he zips around and takes a little wrister there, and Villiers has to make another save. He's got about 5 or 6 saves already, Kyle.
Yeah, it's been a definitely a shellacking in some ways of just rapid fire shooting on him, and he's been up for the task, and now a late change for the North-Souhegan squad.
Real nice possessions by Trinity so far, but great skating, great puck handling there by McBride, and he zips it. It gets underneath and dished it off to Landry, so McBride will get that assist, and really good job hanging on to that puck, and that happened in a hurry, Kyle Heavey.
Well, the frustration was there, and to finally get that goal, and Landry's got to be pleased with that right there as into this game, almost halfway through this first period.
Yeah, 7:51 on the clock, and it's 1-0 for the visitors, who got some work to do to hack their way into the playoffs, as we discussed, Kyle. They got to win today, and then they play their rivals from South Pelham tomorrow morning. And a win, if you take care of them both, you could end up hacking your way into the playoff standings.
And now going for the home run pass.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, Matt McBride thought he had it, and somehow Hepler came up with that. Looked like he caught it with his toenail.
Hey, he was looking backwards, which is a scary thought right there, but he was able to keep that out, and now we'll get a full-on line change from Trinity and see what they can do with down a deficit.
I swear, you as a goalie, sometimes you're convinced 100% that you've made that save, but you can't locate the puck or the ball. I played lacrosse goalie, and it's just shocking sometimes. Anyway, off to the races goes Joyce, and he gets it through the crease and out. Almost able to handle that was De Silva, nothing doing, but he stays in the top of the bottom of the slot, and he's providing some good chase right there. Keeping it in up top is Miller. Miller throws it through and it finds its way to the corner, and now finally get it out. And here comes the real fast skating Vinzia, and he has to throw. He gets it on to Villiers' pads, and the man had to make another save. I really think he's got 6 or 7 saves already.
I mean, the quality shots here for Trinity is climbing and more, and they got to be certainly getting frustrated. Just I feel like if one goes in for Trinity, then they're going to get some more here.
Yeah, they feel good. You just get off the schneid and you get back in rhythm, and things happen in a hurry in this game, and they just got to keep at it. They're getting great looks, and that's the key.
For Coach Mike Connell, I wouldn't even change anything. They're doing great. They just
they're dominating.
One good wrist shot kind of changes the whole mentality of the game, and now
big hit right there by De Silva, and he gets it back, and he gets he gets a bit of his own medicine there. That ricochets long and fast and goes all the way down, crossing every line in the building. 6:16. We're going to have another drop in front of Hepler there.
Well, it's funny that we saw the Souhegan girls have their senior nights on Thursday. Zach Johnston and I did the commentating for that, and that was a great game for the Souhegan girls and the Manchester girls. And now to see another Souhegan squad. And
wow, Landry had that thing yawning at him and just couldn't get the bouncing biscuit to stay on his tape there. And he's a fast skater, this Landry. Look at him creating his own space. Rifles it into the corner and giving big chase down there is McBride. Aptly named, his first name is Chase. And that one trickles across the goal mouth. McBride doing the deed, can't get that one to drop. And out to the races goes Hurley, and he shovels it into the corner up and high. And Maurice finds it in the corner, taken away rapidly by Landry, who zings it around. And good job keeping it in once again by DeFreitas up there. Real good fence line player as a freshman.
Wow, look at the spin move by Sam. Keeping that in the zone for a couple more seconds there.
He's a senior. I'm going to miss watching him play.
I've never seen a high school player more like Brad Marchand in my life.
Oh, man, I keep.
You might not like him
I'm
being
a-
a Capitals
no, it's
fan, but
okay.
you
I'm a
respect
Caps-
his playing.
No, it's terrific. Amazing player to watch. And, yeah, we've enjoyed watching Maurice all season. With that line with him and Ronzello, I mean, two of the faster players we've seen all season, Kyle.
And now we got changing up here for as Santorino will come out there now.
Ooh,
Oh,
and
a big hit in the
hit by
middle of the
Maurice.
ice.
Holy
My
smokes.
goodness.
Yeah, you can hear the fans. De Silva taken rudely to the ice by Maurice, but it stays into the zone. And finally getting it out there is Kinsella.
Now got to figure things out.
I tell you what, Kinsella had his arms out wide open, kind of like King of the World shot in Titanic there. And he's skating free. 4:28, we're going to have another drop.
Maybe he wants to be Jack Dawson for Halloween this year. You know, he's on his way to figuring things out.
Well, we got the iceberg part.
We
solved.
do. We got to find his rose.
All right, Centrino going to the dot here to Villa's left, or to his right. Our camera's left. And
And that should be a penalty there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kinsella
and
was
now
begging for it.
Kinsella will.
Yeah, he wanted a penalty, and now he's going to get one of his own. He just went right up and whacked.
I mean, he got pulled down. I understand his frustration.
Sure,
but
but
you can't just come back like that.
Yeah, he went up and cross-checked Cullinane from behind. It's, teenage boys. I've had 3 kids, and teenage boys do some silly things at times. 4:18.
It's always the
Second guy.
Second guy that will get that call.
Yep, and it was too easy. It was right in front of the ref.
Well, for Trinity, though, they have played very good 5-on-4 this year.
Landry off the glove of Hepler. Good save there. That's, write that one down. That was staring him right in the face. Good job trying to get it out.
Still
Can't
kept in
do
the
it. It's
zone.
Gonzalo.
Unbelievable right here.
Here comes Landry. He zips it. Good way to get down hard by Hepler there. Gets the pillows to the ice and clamps it out.
He's saving their butts right now is Hepler.
Okay.
And to know that they've had multiple chances to get out of the zone and they haven't, you can only hope that, he's going to finally.
Yeah, De Silva with a little snapshot right there. Gets right to the breadbasket of Hepler, who's had to stand on his head already so far.
I mean, that's been a good 34 seconds of this 5-on-4 for North-Souhegan, as they certainly are appreciating that Trinity is having struggles getting it out of the zone. Just cross that blue line,
It's been an
boys.
eternity. 1:20 left on the power play and the PK if you're the Pios. And keeping it in long and zipping it again one more time is De Silva taking a shot, can't get it done. Landry comes up with it, but blue line zips it inside, finds the crease. Nothing doing there. And North-Souhegan hangs on to it here. This is an eternity of a possession. And Hepler has to get it done again, and does. He finds it in the corner. De Silva rockets it over.
That's a high stick, which is going to help out as no one wants to touch it, and that will come out of the zone.
Yeah.
That's one way to do it, I suppose.
They're all
just
looking
don't
at
touch
each
the
other.
puck.
Yeah, 47 seconds left on the PK for the Pios here. 3:05 in the first period from
And look,
JFK.
that's a perfect job right there, as now the faceoff will come in the offensive zone for Trinity. And if they can win this faceoff, anything is possible if it takes a deflection or anything. And we'll see what Saludo can do with the faceoff.
Yep, he's going up against Joyce, who's a real good player. And Joyce wins this one. 3 minutes even left in the first period. 1-0 for the visitors from down south.
And a back up.
And that one trickles north of the blue line, and Joyce comes up with it.
Saludo is not going to want to watch the replay of that right there, as he had a chance and just did not see the puck and get the stick on it.
And Seiss comes up with it behind. They get it up top. 19 left on the power play for North-Souhegan, and this time getting it into the side of the net there. Looked like we used to call it a mom goal in lacrosse. That was Joyce. Nothing doing, and we're down to 5 left in the PK if you're the Pios, and it trickles behind the net.
If they can send it up, they'd have a man flying out of the box, and now Maurice will come out.
Good tie up there by Andrew Lewis to finish off the PK, and zinging it inside is Cullinane.
Oh, shot into his own man.
Yeah.
I bet that wasn't appreciated very much right there.
Who says hockey isn't entertaining? Nobody. Ooh, and falling to the ice was Lewis again, and unable to convert that one was Landry. The fast skating number 3 is Landry.
Hepler deserves a water break after that.
Sure does.
Plus minutes of action.
Yeah.
As certainly he's got to be frustrated with his team not getting clearing the puck out of the zone, doing the little things on the penalty kill. Yes, he was able to.
Oh, that one hit the rafters.
Wow. All right.
Holy smokes.
Well, it's didn't mean to do that, but unfortunately that face-off will come down in this length of the ice now.
I don't think anything's hit the rafters here since Andre the Giant threw his water bottle in the 80s. All right, we're under 2 minutes, folks. It's actually 1:40 remaining. Rich McDonough and Kyle Heavey on board here at JFK. Always a great place to play. This is beautiful. I love this old arena.
Barely able to keep that in. DeFreitas, good job there, Jack.
Yep. All right, coming up with it and getting behind is Walshy. 120 and counting. Good job by DeFreitas. He tries to just golf it inside. Does. Back on his tape. And nice keep in there. The backhand by Hurley. Good job. He's up at the fence line and he throws it into the corner where everybody and his brother gives chase. And as we wind down to the 1 minute mark. Good job there. It's
going to be a hand pass, I believe.
Hand pass, but nice job keeping it in by the Pios to not have an offside, but can't avoid the hand pass. Call 1:04 in the first. 1-0 for the visitors, who got some work to do, as we discussed, to get into the playoffs.
And coming up to do the face-off duty will be Hurley.
And he wins it, and here comes Maurice. Nice job getting it inside where they can dump and chase. And they did everything but the chase.
1 minute left,
Ooh,
Rich.
Nice.
Let's see if Manchester's Trinity can tie this up.
Again, Hurley is doing a great job with that stick, keeping it inside the O zone, I like to call it, and that one finds its way up into the pretty good crowd here today.
Yeah, certainly is a lot of grandparents, children, aunts, uncles, and look at that. Good job, buddy.
Hey, all right.
Doing a great work to get that puck back in there. He could be up for player of the game at the rate that he's able to get that.
Yeah, no hand pass there.
Nothing needed.
All right. And here goes Hurley to the dot, lining up against Joyce one more time. These kids will know each other very well by the end of the day. Oh, and a zip snapshot here by Soroy. That finds its way all the way through to the pads of Vieux, who has to make yet another save at 38.3 remaining in the first.
Just a sophomore, but he plays a part really well for this defense here on. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
So
Hurley had a chance. Couldn't poke that one in from his side, and it drifts behind the goal. And there to retrieve it, trying to, is Cullinane. He gets it out, and screaming down the ice is O'Neill. Can't keep up with that puck.
It certainly is a difficult one, and sending it into the zone, Ronzello.
And Dodge comes up with it, fires it over to Cullinane, who backhands it. But Ronzello coming up with it, gets behind. Real fast skater. I love Ronzello's game. And Hurton out in front of the crease.
We will get a
As
power
Walsh.
play, but Walsh is slow to get up for a second, kind of getting himself squared away. Trainer had opened the door and was ready to come out. And
Yeah, it was interference on O'Neill. He was skating like a bat out of you-know-what, and just too much contact at the wrong time. So 7.4 on the clock in the period, and we'll have a real fresh sheet of ice when we come back.
I'd be almost tempted to take out the goalie here and
Hepler
go with a
goes
6-on-4.
6 on 4, excuse me. Oh, and a real good opportunity for Maurice there. Can't convert it. Looked like Vieux got a pad on that, and Vieux had himself a heck of a period, Kyle.
Yeah, definitely looking at seeing what the save totals for each squad are.
Yeah.
As at the same time, North-Souhegan does have that 1-0 lead, but the goalies have been the story so far, as they both have remained strong and made some quality saves.
All right, well, on the strength of a Landry goal with 7:51 remaining in the first period, and a real good period by Vieux, the goaltender, who got fist bumps all the way around. I think his teammates really appreciated his effort. But we'll have a fresh 15 on the clock, and we'll have a fresh sheet of ice out in front of us. And hope you come back and rejoin us for a good second period. It's all teed up and ready to go at JFK. Rich McDonough, Kyle Heavey on board today. We're glad you joined us. We'll see you on the other side, ladies and gentlemen. And welcome back to JFK Arena in Manchester, New Hampshire. Rich McDonough, Kyle Heavey here for a good NHIAA Division I boys hockey game final outing of the regular season, and playoff implications seem to be part of every game we'll have on our triple header docket today, Kyle.
Yeah, I was able to walk around as we both were able to get some information about this game. And the Exeter Bluehawks are in the crowd here as they're rooting for Trinity.
Sure.
With Trinity winning and then Exeter playing Bishop Girton tonight in winning, Exeter will make the playoffs. So they're here
Huge game.
rooting for the Pioneers more than anyone else in this place, I feel
Well,
like.
they got to root a little harder. Trinity's down 1-0, but they do have a power play as we enter the second 15 minutes, otherwise known as the second period, trailing 0-1. But they've got a fresh sheet of ice out there. All the puddles are frozen, and to the dot we go. And Hurley tries to win this one, can't do it. And North-Souhegan fires it into the offensive zone, picking it up there as the goal scorer, Landry. He scored with about 7:51 remaining. Finally, Maurice comes up with it. Boy, he skates so quickly. Nice job centering that pass and off the stick of Hurley. Can't do it. It gets behind the net and finds its way to Ronzello. Got to talk with Reggie Ronzello earlier. He's got all kinds of family in this program, and they're all good players, Kyle. You've probably seen a few of them over the years.
Still my favorite goal of the year
Wow.
was...
Look at that. That one took some paint off the ceiling. Holy smokes.
I can't say I've ever seen something go so high and knock down pieces of the ceiling here.
Get that 10-to-1 zoom going.
I mean, hopefully that's not asbestos or anything like that.
Yeah,
but
right.
At the same time, it's white chips falling from the sky.
Yeah, we don't like that. I think this
That insulation is needed here.
lead paint. Let's hope not. It's right over there by the food stand. All right, coming down the ice is Landry. He gets it in. It's the pads of Hepler. Hepler, who had to make 13 saves in that first period, and his counterpart at the other end for North-Souhegan, Vieux, had 9.
That was a good little snap right
Really?
there. Wrist shot, just sent it right in, hit the capital T. And now 1 minute left on the 5-on-4 for Trinity, and they got to get to the other length of the ice.
Oh, nice job by Maurice. Gets that one outside. Can't catch up with it, though. That puck was moving. Ronzello does, and it gets it into the zone. Unable to hang on to it, and Landry comes up with it. He matches their speed very well. I mean, we were watching we saw him beginning of the year, and Landry can sure skate, Kyle. Big windup for McBride off the pass from Landry. Good stop again by Hepler. He's had to do a lot of work so far just to keep his team in this game.
Great penalty kill here for...
Ooh, nice glove save on a whistling shot by Maurice. And Vieux has his second save of the second period, 13:28, 22 remaining on the power play.
I mean, he was able to see that the whole way, but still that reaction time was very impressive to see that he was able to make that save.
As a goalie, I got to say, Kyle, I admire it. I just do. All right, Trinity wins that one. Ooh, and it was a wide open look and can't get a stick on it was Kinsella. And back outside into the neutral zone. Only 9 seconds remaining on the power play for Trinity, and they're unable to get a last look at it before North-Souhegan gets it outside and down.
And even strength now is coming back on the ice is number 13, I believe
so
it was.
Neal, he took that silly interference. Oh, and that one trickles across the, the goal mouth, and nobody was home.
Yeah, Trinity. It was kind of thought you had plans, and instead no one was home.
All right, and Cullity ricks that one to the corner, and good job keeping it in by North-Souhegan. And this one finds its way to Hepler's pads and trickles out behind. Big hit there by Kinsella, and drops O'Neill to the ice.
They were looking for a penalty below us in the North-Souhegan bench, and they were
he got enough of
they
his
didn't
side.
get it.
He got enough of the side so it didn't draw any a hand from the ref. But getting it into the corner is Landry, and he gets tripped, and we do have a penalty coming up on the Pios, and keeping it in are North-Souhegan. They pulled the goalie, so they're skating with an extra man right now. But the whistle finally sounds.
Well, both teams 0 for 1 on the power play, and you can see the frustration right there head into the box. And
It's Kinsella
Feels like that, he had been kind of interfered with as well, and instead the senior will spend a little time by himself in the box.
And we saw it earlier, retaliation, Kyle. 12:09 on the clock, 2 minutes into the box for Kinsella, and Trinity's going to have to ward off another one here. And this one goes all the way down the ice. Fast skating Ronzello. Boy, he got there in a hurry and forced Villieu to freeze and squeeze just 8 seconds into the power play in the PK.
You got face-off to our left and now face-off down to our right. And we'll see if, again, face-offs are key here. And a very, very late change here as John Joyce will come onto the ice, as well as number 3.
Oh, they pull Joyce back out, and Landry goes in, and he heads right to the dot, where he will line it up one more time against Maurice.
Maurice able to win it, and for Trinity, just skate around with it, I guess.
Yeah, maybe even try to manufacture a shorty here. Ronzello's a good guy to get it done. He's so fast. He pokes that one loose, but unable to hang on to it, and back down the ice comes De Silva.
Sent down behind Hepler, and able to get to it first is
McBride. He's quick. I'll tell you, North-Souhegan.
Walsh doing a great job of just
really
bodying.
Physical player, Walsh. I mean, we shouldn't be surprised. He's been doing that all year, except for the 2 weeks he was out with that dinger.
That was an impressive show of strength right there for Brendan, who was able to
there's
just.
DeFreitas. I mean, freshman. He plays like an upperclassman. He really does. All right, 1 minute gone in the penalty, and nothing has materialized so far for North-Souhegan on their power play opportunity, and really rifling it down the whole ice was Maurice. That one finds its way all the way to the goalie, Villieu.
Rich, does that count as a shot on net? It just went right
sure
on him.
Does. Sure.
I mean, if he's not there, it would have gone in, I suppose. So, yeah, that is a save.
Hey, I'm a goalie. I'm going to take every save I can get. Exactly. Yep, that's going in the books. And here comes Cullity, really whistling it onto the pads of Hepler, and then give him some extra business is Walsh. And he's going to go to the box with 29 left on the first. So North-Souhegan is going to be 2 men up for 29 seconds.
And the Trinity bench is absolutely furious about these calls. They do not agree.
Our refs, John Leclerc and Nate Rumford, not making anybody in white happy today.
No, not eating Exeter in blue as well. They don't appreciate that.
Well, we're skating 5-on-3 for 29 seconds, and then we'll be 5-on-4 for the balance for 131, barring
big face-off win right there. And
huge.
Soroy able to get it out, and he got puck was taken in the neutral zone. So now we'll see. And
I am watching the North-Souhegan bench, and they are really just shaking their heads. They can't get anything going, even on 5-on-3. Landry finds it, gets to the bottom of the slot, falls and gets to the corner. Helped out a little bit there by Leroux, and this one trickles out again. Good job by the Pios.
And that kills the first one, so Kinsella back out there.
So Kinsella comes back there 5-on-4 for 1:30, but taking it away is Maurice.
And Maurice is going to skate down hard and cause some frustration.
Yeah, he's just chewing clock, really. I mean, he's a cerebral player, I think. He's got the whole package.
And look at that beautiful cross-ice pass. Tried to take a shot, backhander.
Wow, and they're looking like they're up. Opportunity after opportunity. They're settled offense down a man. It's remarkable. That's why I think, I was watching the coach Zerlango over there just shake his head. He just can't get any momentum here, even up 2 men.
And Connor Hurley and Sam Maurice have done a phenomenal job on the face-off circle. Saludo unable to win that one there, but again, they can just ice this puck and, say ice the puck, but it doesn't count.
Yep. Soroy, good job getting it out, but keeping it in nicely there was Dodge. And this one does come out, and that's going down all the way to Villieu again.
Unbelievable.
How many saves? He's had to make 4 saves shorthand, with a power play. It's incredible. But yeah, credit the back liners here for Trinity, doing a real good job skating hard.
Offsides, just you got to be a little bit more patient than that to wait for your
Yeah, they're
teammate
very
to get
frustrated.
on. I understand as again, you're having a long time with a man advantage here. You're looking at 3.5 minutes of a 5-on-4, 5-on-3.
Well, 34 seconds left on the PK for Trinity, and they've looked like they had the upper hand on offense. And 9:07 in the second period. Down one are the Pioneers, and they got to make something happen.
Well,
First things first, though, you got to take care of the last 20 seconds of that penalty. All right, coming in is De Silva. He rifles that one onto the glove of Hepler. Again, he had 13 saves in that first frame.
Hepler had something to say to his defense there. I don't know if just get out of the way so I can see it. Yeah, he's still, showing some body language of just let me see the puck.
Yeah, and I would have to make the similar call from my cage, years ago. Just like, guys, if you're not going to flat out D him up and backhanding it, almost was McBride. That went on to the pads of Hepler, who looked startled once again. But finally into some settled offense, and missing the puck was Landry, and a good job getting it outside again. And that penalty to Walsh is done. Good job on the PK and the special teams by Trinity.
Huge sigh of relief for Coach Connell and the rest of his squad of, withstanding that whole barrage of play. And now,
nice job by Runzella to squirt that one over to Maurice. He'll always catch up with the puck, and he ricochets, rifles that one in on the glove of Vieux, who has to make another save. Both goalies doing a real good job today. 8:13 in the second period.
Yeah, and I'm looking down at the North-Souhegan bench. They don't even have a backup goalie either, so it's really going to be up to Zach, and he's been able to attack so far and keep the puck from getting past him.
They've got Cameron Lund on the roster, but I'm not seeing him. If he's down there, he's hiding. Wow, big shot. Wind up by Cullity, and a great save by Hepler, who has been the man today. He's probably going to be approaching 20 saves soon in this period. 7:54 as Hepler has to squeeze and freeze that one. And to the dot we go. Full sail changes from the Pioneers.
Wow. There's a lot of Soroy as well as Mahar. Trying to see who else.
Well, Mahar's going to the dot to line up against the ever-present Joyce. Seems like he never comes off the ice, does he?
No, it's certainly he wants to get this win and get into the playoffs for sure.
Well, unable to get a heat on that exit on the clear there was Leroux, and it squirts out into the neutral zone and down. And North-Souhegan finds it, firing it all the way down the ice. Big chase on by Cullity. Can't get there in time. And we're going to have a drop all the way to our camera's right and in front of Vieux.
And now we will have the goalie change as Hepler will come off. And what a great ovation he's getting right now for his senior night. He thanks his goalpost. And yeah, he's definitely appreciative of what he's been able to do. And looks like he's just going to go immediately change and get out here, and maybe we'll see him in some offensive attire. I know that he is capable of that.
Let's get him up in the booth.
I think that he actually can come out and play another position. So we'll see.
Absolutely.
If he's back out there.
All right. Well, it goes behind now with Lebelzik, also a senior in the cage. Whoa! Big windup. Unable to convert that one is Landry. Good job with a stone-cold goalie, and he stones Landry cold immediately. As we wind down to the 7-minute mark. Top of the slot. Whoa! Big windup. Oh, and Leroux can't get that one on cage. Hattie, I think that was going in. That thing was a bomb.
It's such a wild thing to see that he missed the shot and his teammate was right there and kept in the zone still, as Trinity really had a chance there had someone not broken their stick, as that was a very frustration. I don't know how many times you've broken your stick over the years, Coach.
I broke a couple of goalie sticks in lacrosse, and you're angry because you develop your relationship with your number one stick, and when it's broken in half, you just kind of cry a little bit, because when you have that smooth rhythm, your best friend is your goalie stick. Anyway, that's how they feel, and the twig comes off the ice over there. That's a That's a $200 twig.
Well, the Lebelzik boys are out here as Bryson is taking the face-off here with his brother, Braden, in goal. So,
give us some brotherly love. Keep that in front of me, pal.
And face-off.
We're not in the backyard right now. Let's go. And
now there's a 2-on-1. Oh, excuse me, there's 2-on-2. I thought they got past the first
he was
defenseman.
backpedaling quickly. But I tell you what, Vinzia was going right to the cage, and if he had been able to get that one on tape, he had a real chance. 6:19 when we got another icing.
Well, boys are back in town, and so are the Lebelzik boys.
You know the band? Thin Lizzy.
Yeah, I would not have gotten
myself.
that one. Yeah, well, hope she's still thin all these years later. I don't know.
Shout out to my sister, Elizabeth, Lizzie, just recovering from cancer surgery. God bless you. I love you, kiddo. And she beat stage 4, guys. That's hard to do.
It absolutely is, and we'll see if
she's listening in Virginia, Kyle.
Well, hello from the great state of Virginia.
There we go. All right, 6:16, another drop in front of to Villa's right. This one hits his stick immediately. That was a quick whistler by LaRoe, and it finds its way into the corner. And coming up with it there is Miller. He tries to golf it up. LaRoe keeps it in. Nice job by LaRoe. Number 14 doing a good job on the fence line there. Big hit by Hurley. Drops De Silva to the ice. Lots of brothers in this one. We got a 2-on-1, almost a 3-on-1 developing. Got that odd man rushing, getting to the crease. Was Cullity, can't fire it in. And a good job poking that one loose by Lebelzik. He's coming in cold, and he's had to make some stellar saves right out of the gate. This one fans on it, can't get outside the zone. Golfing it in there is De Silva.
Boy, I even lost the puck there for a moment. It was just ping-ponging everywhere.
Yeah, it's moving and unable to tag up in time. And outside we go. 5:24. We're going to have another drop right in front of Kyle Heavey here.
Well, Cody Lund, the junior, thought that it was onside and decided to touch it. Or it might have been a high stick from the way
it was a high stick. Yep. All right, back to the dot we go in front of Vieux. His left this time. This one, he gets the pads down, almost lost control, but he was able to squeeze that one and freeze it to the deck with that catching glove. 5:20, and he's going to see another drop. Seen a lot of that in this period, huh, Kyle?
Certainly has been a crazy period here. Both squads getting ample opportunities, but goalies, obviously two different goalies for Trinity now.
All right, Kinsella wins that off Landry, but it was dangerous out in front of the crease, unable to convert that. And now pulled down from behind by DeFreitas, and DeFreitas, number 4, is going to have himself 2 minutes in the bin.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be considered a holding or interference, but he just had not the right angle to play defense there. And
they called a hold.
They did call. I mean, just kind of dragged him down, and yeah, he's kicking the door shut in frustration. And
well, Trinity back on special teams again. Got to do another PK. This one squirts out De Silva. The other De Silva handles that at the line, and back up to De Silva. He fires one in off the pads of Lebelzik, and it goes behind. And McBride fires it around, trying to set up shop behind the cage. Can't do it. Good job. Good job by Kinsella, disrupting the flow there, but McBride finds the pack. He's rudely treated from behind by Soroy. Good job, and here comes Landry. He gets it out to the point. McBride whistles one pass and wide, and coming up with it there was Joyce, and good puck, nice shot block there.
Soroy felt that one. He is in some pain right now.
Yeah, and he just chopped. Soroy just chopped Cullity to the deck from behind, and he's going to go to the bin. We're going to have a two-man advantage for a $1.14, Kyle.
Another 5-on-3, and
boy, and Cullity is hurting, man.
His helmet is his helmet is off for a second. Fix his hair, and yeah, he could see that he's slowly coming over, and did not appreciate the.
Well, Soroy's angry, but it was too easy. It was an easy call. You just check him right from behind, almost in the neck.
Now, Coach, there's 3 guys on the bench here for Trinity.
Yeah, you had some action after the play was over, and somebody else is going to be joining him.
Soroy, Bobby Kinsella back in there, and Jack DeFreitas. So referees are going to have to figure things all out.
And Trinity is disconsolate right now. The body language completely changed after that exchange.
You can see Coach Connell up there like a hawk looking over his players and the referees, not pleased with what they thought happened there.
Well, they're certainly doing a lot of sorting out, are the zebras over there.
There's a lot of writing being
and
written
good old
down
Tom,
there. Tom is
like a
staying busy right now.
Can't wait for this call. It's penalty soup.
And still a minute 14 on the original.
Yeah, to DeFreitas.
So we're kind of waiting to see as now the referee is going to talk to the coach here.
Can you get a bead on that, what the discussion is there, Kyle, with your Zoom?
Well, he's not pleased with something, as Zarlinga, as he's pointing with his pencil over there of what is he feels is wrong.
This looks like a conference, and we're getting all kinds of cheers going up.
Well, it looks like it's going to be a game misconduct.
Yeah, it looks like Kinsella is excused from the auditorium.
That could be a 5-minute major.
That's
up there.
That is a 5-minute major to Kinsella.
And now we got another Trinity player getting in there is Gianzio, Andrew Gianzio, the freshman. I haven't really said his name much this year, and he is now taking a seat in the penalty box.
Giannunzio.
But still,
my Italian's still reasonably good.
Yeah, I just eat the food.
He's not the papal nunzio. He is Andrew Giannunzio.
Shout out to Villaggio here in Manchester.
Yeah, we got Ronzello. 2 Ronzellos. We got Venzia.
And now
I'm married to a Lorenzano.
Boy, can't hear everything that's going on here.
Yeah, I'd love to be a fly on that wall over there.
But we got a delay here with trying to get things squared away, and again, just a 1-0 advantage for Nashua South.
Well, here we go. We're about to go
Nashua North-Souhegan.
Yeah, we're going to go 5-on-3 for $1.14, and then we'll be 5-on-4 once that first penalty to DeFreitas expires.
So we got some Jacob Landry as well as Chase McBride out here, and McBride gets that puck, sends it back.
Well, Trinity's going to have to do it again. They've been repelling the power play opportunity all game long, and they're living it again. And here goes Landry behind. He switches up. Oh, beautiful play. I saw Coach diagramming that one up, and McBride couldn't stuff that one home. Just got off of the heel of his blade and couldn't get control of it. Good job swatting that one through is LaRoe.
Heck of a job by Walsh.
Yeah.
That was actually Walsh who made that save, and Lebelzik is going to appreciate him, but still plenty of time for the boys in blue and yellow.
These 5-on-3s happen, but I couldn't ask for 3 better guys on the ice right now for Trinity. Oh, and that one finds its way through, and that was off the stick of De Silva. And I think Lebelzik was just screened all the way, Kyle.
Yeah, it was a clean shot, hit off the goalpost and in, and it's great goal right there by Kyle De Silva. And they got to appreciate that, taking a 2-0 advantage. And there's still 4:14 on the major penalty here.
And DeFreitas is free, but we got, as you said, Kinsella is in the locker room right now with that 5-minute major. 4:14 in that PK for Trinity. Wow.
We are wrong. There's still going to be a 5-on-3 for another 2 minutes, as until that penalty was up. There was still going to be another 5-on-3.
Yeah, they've got to enforce the penalty on Soroy. So it's 5-on-3 for $1.50 remaining. 3:26 on the game clock in the period. And Nashua North-Souhegan with a 2-zip lead and looking to add more.
Trying to use the body with Ronzello. And puck comes around.
Oh, what a poke. Absolutely beautiful poke by Seiss. Can't get that one in. And zinging it way down the ice there was Walshy. And that brings us to 3 minutes remaining. 1:23 left on the penalty to Soroy. And obviously Kinsella is still in the locker room with that 5. Good job by Walsh zipping it off the board and down. And that'll kill off another 20,
Look at
25
Ronzello
seconds.
getting down there, though.
Oh, he's so fast.
But he loses a stick, which is No, never mind.
Boy, and he's kind of gassed after that run, and he can't get back. We got Walsh holding court all by himself against 3 Nashua North skaters. And now the open ice just favors the fellas in blue. Good job by Walsh backhanding that to the corner. Landry picks it up and gets it out to the top side. Oh, and firing off the pads and unable to convert with the loose change was McBride. That whole left side is staring at him.
Saved that one.
Boy, I know DeFreitas had that penalty, silly penalty earlier, but boy, for my money, one of the better freshmen in the state.
And you can hear the coaches for.
Oh, backhanded attempt. Nice job there by McBride. Walsh setting up shop one more time. 13 seconds left on that, the first penalty, the 2-minute penalty, and kicking it out to his left is Lebelzik. Doing a good job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. De Silva, the goal scorer, he zips it onto the pads and into the breadbasket of, Lebelzik, who has to squeeze that one.
Well, get this, Coach. We have another. Now we are back to 5 on 4 now.
2:14. Yeah, that Soroy penalty. Expired.
Got to give Walsh some love right here as he comes off the ice.
He gave it up. He emptied the tank, Kyle.
Him and Andrew Louis as well did a great job, and now.
Big face-off from Mahar. Can he win this one? He does initially, but he stays with it at top of the slot, firing it in Nashua North-Souhegan and getting it out and down. And that one finds its way into – there's a little one getting the puck. Look at him running for that puck.
Sounded like it just hit the bleachers, so glad everything's all right. Well, we'll see.
It's a good souvenir.
Oh, he's got it. Let's see what happens with it.
His brothers in arms threw the last one onto the ice. I think he kept that one. Good man.
I think he did. So
good man. That's going up on the bookshelf later. All right. North wins that one and zips to the corner. Handling it there is De Silva, who scored the goal a few minutes ago. And this one evades and gets through the neutral zone, and picking it up is Miller. Good back check there. Couldn't see who that was. Oh, it's Lebelzik giving his brother some help all the way down the ice. Coming up with it hard and fast is Miller. He gets behind. 1:39 on that penalty to Kinsella. 1 minute even in the second period, and down 2-0 are the Pios, needing to do something in a hurry, but they can't do it. They've been man down or 2 men down half this period.
The score could be a lot worse. And
great give and go feed from behind, and this one squirts out of the north of the neutral zone. De Silva handles it, gets it inside, back into the zone for some changes, and we're down to 30 seconds left in this period, Kyle. And offsides was that call?
That's tough because they were just trying to get some fresh legs out there, but you can see where the door is. It's right there at the blue line, just not able to get beyond the blue line.
No choice but to call that one.
Yeah, at 33 seconds ago, and if 2-goal lead, like you always say, it's the worst. And
worst lead in hockey.
Again, it's going to be it's just not been the period for Trinity, as they have been really a man down for roughly 8 minutes of the 15.
Some real silly errors. A couple of retaliation calls. It just takes your team psyche down a bit. It drove me nuts when I was coaching all those years. That's why I'm gray, Kyle.
That's exactly.
I call them my white walls. All right, good job in the corner there. Whoa, zipping it onto the pass, and it's rolling across the crease, and poking it in was Nashua North. We'll sort this one out. It was hockey soup right there in front of Lebelzik, and coming up with it is Dodge, number 18, and he gets that one to poke in, and boy, that's a tough lead. 2-0 is the worst lead. 3-0 is a pretty good lead in hockey, Kyle.
For Lebelzik, he came in at the 7:30 mark. He's had over 5 minutes of a man advantage or disadvantage here for his squad, and he's been ready for the task. But right there, he just, Dodge was able to get that puck and just didn't even really put much effort into it. Was just able to snap it in, backhanded.
Second power play of the goal of the period comes at 5 seconds remaining. And that puts the visitors from Nashua North-Souhegan, who are in the playoff chase, and I think if they win both, we did the math at the scorers table earlier, they vault themselves into the tournament. So they got lots to play for. and there's still going to be 37 seconds on a power play for North when we come back. That was an exciting period.
Exciting period, except for if you're a Trinity fan, as being they started the period on the 5-on-4,
Yep.
and they're ending it down 5-on-4.
All right, well, it was an exciting period, and we had 2 power play goals as we just recapped, and we'll get some stats and figures best we can at the intermission. JFK Arena here on a sunny Manchester Saturday, a triple header. Kyle Heavey and I'm Rich McDonough from Manchester Public Television. We'll have a fresh 15 and some fresh ice when we come back. Grab something to eat and drink, and we'll see you on the other side, folks. Glad you're with us. And welcome back, everybody, to JFK Arena in Manchester, New Hampshire. Rich McDonough with Kyle Heavey for Manchester Public Television's production of NHIAA Division I Boys Hockey on the final regular season weekend with lots of playoff implications both ways. The hometown, home ice, Trinity Pioneers trail 3-0 after an outburst in the second period that included tons of PK and power play goals. Kyle Heavey.
Yeah, just a tough second period, and hopefully they can get things squared away. And you got to give props to the Nashua North-Souhegan goalie.
Absolutely.
For being able to stop every single shot, but at the same time, it's been easier for him as he hasn't been on the penalty kill the whole entire time.
Absolutely.
And we're glad to see this third period come to play, and let's see if the Trinity Pioneers can kill off these last 37 seconds.
Well, and put meat on those bones that the Nashua North-Souhegan goalie, Vieux, has had to make 18 saves on the other side of the ice. Lebelsic and Hepler split that period after Hepler went for the first period. They each had to make 8 saves in that frame and had 16 in the total for the total save count in the second period.
Wow.
And running total is 29 for the entire game. And Lebelsic stays in cage for the Trinity Pioneers.
Able to kill some time here as Maurice coming in hot, trying to have a mistake made as he's kind of giving a little poking here.
Yeah, and we're down to 5-4-3 on the 5-minute major to Lebelsic, to Kinsella.
Well, hopefully Lebelsic doesn't
Yeah,
cause
right.
a power play. Either one of them, but
I was hoping we'd see Hepler donning some offensive gear, but I haven't seen him yet.
no, I've been looking to see if we have a odd number out here, but another. Hopefully everyone's all right here.
Ooh, that almost hit the little one in orange over there. The kids are all excited. Who wants that puck?
Wow, it's kind of a tough spot here. You don't really know where to sit here in this arena. Obviously, there's only nets on the side.
Yeah, I'm glad we're over here. Although we've been challenged at times with pucks flying up here in the booth.
We certainly have. Now 14 minutes to go and Trinity down 3.
Yeah, no icing. That one's waved off, washed out.
Deflected
13:50.
here.
Yeah, 13:55 in the third period. Nashua North hoping to hack their way into the playoffs. They came in at 7-9. If they win today and they can take care of business tomorrow against their rivals from Nashua South, Pelham, they go to 9-9. And by the math, they would find their way into the bottom end of the bracket, and that's all you want. You want a fighting chance when you get to tournament time, Kyle.
That's all you can ask for. And I was able to see that the next game opponents are here as well, and that's going to be a fun one to see. Is now look at Maurice.
Oh, and Maurice finally gets it done and gets off the schneid. He had the hat trick the other night and an assist. He had a stellar game and does some damage at 13:15.
And that's how you get things rolling. You can see him moving his arms like again and again and again, almost like Herb Brooks, just wanting to get things going and to get one on the board here. And who knows if they can stay out of the box. And
back to that deadly 2-goal lead. Well, that's the guy you want to break the ice, really. I mean, the kid, he skates so hard and so fast, and he's got that lightning release, Kyle. And that was a beautiful, classic Maurice goal, if you ask me. And Ronzello did get that assist. That's a dynamic duo right there.
And Hurley got the assist as
Hurley.
well.
How about that? I like it.
So,
Well, that's some high-quality hockey players right there, and lots to be happy about. If you're Coach Connell, you don't like moral victories, but lots of experience for some young fellas and 14 players returning for the Pios.
and out of the zone and deflected down the length of the ice. They are thinking that it's going to be an icing, but it
Wow.
was not.
Great skating there by Mahar to force the issue.
And now they're
And-
really trying their
Right.
best to keep it in. And
Yeah, they're
great
doing
job right there by Louis to keep it in the zone now.
Oh,
Just
we're getting
a battle.
show right here up against the dasher. And look at that saucer. Gets a deflects all the way down. Big chase is on. Lebelsic has to come out and stick it out to the blue line, and sure, he gets that done. Saludo collects it. Unable to hang on to it, though.
Well,
and now back to Saludo, who tries to get it up the far side.
Line change there for North-Souhegan, so they were kind of behind in the play.
Boy, Saludo is on fire right now, throwing that one into the ice, but couldn't quite get there, and all the way back down she goes, where it'll become an icing at 11:55.
Good job by Walsh not showing
Yeah.
that I'm not going to put any effort and get this. Pockets sent down the length of the ice.
He's a seasoned senior. He knows what to do and when to do it.
Well, let's see. It looks like taking the face-off will be Connor Hurley
Yep.
with Sam Maurice to the side of him, waiting
And-
for this face-off win to send a one-timer.
Yeah, and Joyce lining up again at the dot. He's been there all day, it feels like. Oh, DeFreitas just fans on that one. Can't get any mustard on it. And then off to the races goes Cullity, and he forks it all the way into the corner. And Walsh is able to collect that one. Dumps it off to Maurice, and here comes the flying Maurice. Great puck handling. He wrists it. He puts it across his body onto his wrist and then just lifts that one. And Vieux did not stand a chance. And at 11:36, folks, Mr. Maurice has done what he does best and gotten Trinity right into the game. Beautiful job by Maurice.
Fans are getting excited here as, again, a 3-0 deficit is now just a 1 goal now, and able to get that puck and look at coming the other way, Coach.
And Maurice is champing at the bit. He's not done, Kyle. He is a one-man wrecking crew right now.
Exeter excited down there. They're on
Yeah.
their feet now. It's
The Blue Hawks are now the Pioneers' best friends, right?
there's only a few people that are really rooting for North-Souhegan.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, Keene, what a week they've had. They beat Concord the other night, and they beat Bedford today 3-1. That one gets on to the pads of Lebelsic, and he's able to get that out, and it squirts north, and here comes the dangerous. Ronzello finds an ice monster and goes cartwheeling to the ground. Maurice picks it up and backhands it back to Ronzello, who gets to the top of the slot and dishes back to Maurice. What a frenetic pace there right there, huh? And Walsh cannot keep this one in. Oh, man.
They had some players changing up there, so it was kind of a tough spot, and we'll see if they can get another opportunity here with 10.5 to go into this contest.
That was fun hockey to watch, folks. 10:30 and counting. Third period. What was a 3-zip deficit for the Pios is now a 3-2 fighting chance here, and they are on fire. Just getting it to the net and let it go. Let the puck fall and go get it.
And I was saying that in the first period, if they could get one, then who knows what's going to happen, as they had some great saves being put on them, and now the referee is helping things out here as well.
Yeah, I mean, this is great. You had a tough season. You're not where you were. You're 4-13. But these things translate to your psyche, and they carry over into the next season. I loved when a couple times, and never like when you're on the bottom end of the record and the standings, but when my kids gave the effort, and, quote unquote, it doesn't matter in the standings, but it matters as players and student athletes, and I got to give Trinity a heck of a lot of credit here. Way to go, kids. Oh, nice deflection. Maurice was trying to redirect that one to the cage, but it got interrupted in flight, and we're under 10 minutes now, folks. That one lifts over the stick of the waiting Leroux and through the neutral zone. And here comes Leroux poking it away, and Landry's off to the races, gets to the top of the slot, and puts that snapshot right into the breadbasket of Lebelsic, who's had to do a heck of a lot of work, and just, when coming in halfway through last period, Kyle.
Yeah, he's thankful to have finally a chance on a 5-on-5 to
no
make
kidding.
these saves. And he looked good there, and he's going to have to stay on his game for the last 9 minutes and 30 seconds to
Poor
keep
kid
this.
was down too often, right? And here comes Maurice. Nice poke by De Silva to get that one dislodged. Landry finds that one, a long pass on his tape. Gets around, comes around looking for a wraparound, nothing doing.
And defense being put on there by the Pioneers, and was able to work things. Now they got to do it again, though.
And here comes Landry. He tries to get it. He gets someone through. I think it hit Lebelsic. Either that or Soroy blocked it. And here comes Maurice. One more time. Gets it back. Oh, and then hits the top of the iron and ricochets loose and into the web. And wow, what a Maurice opportunity. That was beautiful. And this one squirts out into the neutral zone. And McBride gets it with LaRoe. And LaRoe takes him down from behind. No call.
Wow, I was expecting one there, as just seemed like he was held, and now.
Oh, and McBride. Oh, that was Landry. Gets a backhand, and Lebelsic has to do it one more time. 8:33 and counting in the third period. 3-2 for the visitors from North-Souhegan. Wow, some great action.
And we're not even
down the
halfway
ice
through
we
this
go.
period, and we've already had a number of chances for both squads, and obviously Trinity hungry right now to get this tied up, and a shot right off the face-off.
What a beautiful save by LaBelle. What reactions, you know. 3-2, the goaltending has been outstanding in my opinion, Kyle. All right, getting it up to the near side here. Good job by Walsh to keep that in and get it to the corner. Unable to get chase is Mahar. And back to the corner we go. Bringing it up the dasher boards. You can hear the coaches saying, get it out, get it out. we get treated to the bench boss stuff here, Kyle.
Yeah, we certainly do. I appreciate getting to hear and see some things that you're not always able to do when you're high above at the TD Garden or anywhere else.
Yeah, occasionally have to edit out a few of the choice expletives, right?
You know, sometimes you
That's
just
all right.
use some adjectives that.
Oh, look at that one, knuckling it in onto the pads of Villieux. 7:40 and counting, folks.
Delayed offsides.
Yep.
Trinity couldn't do anything until
Right.
everyone got on sides.
Yeah, they all tag up, but the puck goes back to North-Souhegan. They're up one. The 3-goal lead has turned into a 1-goal margin in a hurry off the stick of Mr. Maurice. And he's offside.
Himself is offsides, which is unfortunate, but at the same time, he was surrounded by 3 blue jerseys.
Yep.
And much respect right there.
Absolutely.
Given by the freshman Thomas Dratch to hand that puck to the referee.
Dratch is a good player. I've been watching him today. But I tell you what, Maurice, he's offside, but 100% effort. I mean, he's 110 on the reactor right now. He's really skating. I mean, this is it for him. He just doesn't want to leave a thing. Leaving it out there on the ice. Ronzello squirts that one free. It goes into the offensive zone. And North-Souhegan's able to fork that one out of there.
And very slow to get up there for a few moments was big number 3 and Jacob Landry.
Yeah.
So pay attention to that as he comes down into the zone. He
He's
seems
played
to be all right now.
He's played a tough game, Landry has. I got to give him a lot of credit as well. This one whistles to the left of Villieux and hits the boards hard behind. Nice keep in right there by Hurley, but it squirts loose, and now it's back in, and the chase is on. This puck is lifted up and into the sin bin.
You know, a good thing Tom is on his game with his Seattle Kraken hat and was able to avoid that being.
That's the fastest he's moved in about 30 years, my guess is.
You know, he knows tricks of the JFK.
Sure.
And obviously he's watched a few games here of hockey in his time.
Yeah.
But
Did you see him step into it? So he used the glass as a shield. Bravo, Tom. Way to go. All right, 6:35 on the clock, folks. North-Souhegan nursing that 1-goal lead with all the momentum in this period going to the Pioneers.
And a weird situation, a hand pass.
Right.
And this will be working in Trinity's advantage to have a face-off down here.
Yeah.
And we'll see. It's going to be Centurino as well as Colton LaRoe.
Yeah, and Centrito's going up against Joyce again. Centrino wins this one, going to the corner. Nice job of Saludo.
And I was able to talk. We've been saying the name wrong all year, Coach.
What?
It's Centurino.
Centurino.
Yeah, so it was listed wrong, and we have an injury here.
Yeah, and that's Joyce is really hurting. He's down on the deck. Can't tell you what happened to him, but he's really, I mean, he's a tough kid.
And the trainer has come out here, so
Yeah,
we're going to
and the coach
have to see what exactly happened. I don't know if that got hit in the throat as the puck was up in the air. And
he's grabbing his knee a little.
And the coach almost took a digger. So we'll take a quick break here and kind of wait to see if he's going to be all right with 6:12 remaining in this senior night for the Trinity Pioneers.
Wow.
Kyle Heavey and Rich McDonough for Manchester Public Television. Back with more after this.
Back we are, folks. They escorted Joyce off the ice. He wasn't putting any weight on his right leg there. And we'll try to get an update if we can. And he's back in the locker room with the trainer. 6:11 on the clock. And faceoff comes all the way down the ice. Real hard chase by McBride. Goes all the way to corner. And picking it up is Seiss. Oh, and Landry rifles one onto Lebelsik's pads. That one squirts to the right. And waiting, setting up shop in the crease is McBride. And he was looking to poke that one in. Nothing doing. 5:54 on the clock. 3-2 for the visitors from North-Souhegan Co-op.
Well, now they can feel that they want to do this for their player who is injured. They got to keep this lead. Obviously, there's a lot of stress in this this rink right now of trying to make things happen. A high pop-up right here, and look at this.
Here comes Maurice, backhand into Ronzello, and it goes high. 5:46 and counting. Ronzello almost had him a marker in that one, and he's going to want to look at that tape later. Here he is again. He fetches that puck, can't quite keep it on his tape, and golfing it around the board is Miller, and that one finds its way through the neutral zone and down. And the Pios golf it back in. That has to get to the glove of Vieux, and he is forced to freeze it because Maurice was steaming down the ice.
That was maybe the save of the game right there, as that was a...
If it wasn't the save of the game, it was the squeeze and freeze of the game.
The one before that,
Oh, yeah,
2-on-1.
Well, but Maurice was champing at the bit there, no doubt about that. All right, Centerino tries to win that one, can't. It squirts loose and out into the neutral zone. Go the North-Souhegan fellas with the playoff on the line. Got to take care of business today and tomorrow morning against their Nashua South Pelham rivals. 5:09, and Lebelsik has to freeze it up, and we'll get a drop to Lebelsik's left. Looks like Centerino is going to go to the dot against Joyce once again. Ooh, and that one's dangerous. Flies across.
Certainly was not expecting that much air lift on that.
I think Lebelzik looks shocked by that one. All right, but down the ice we go. Picking it up there is Cullinane. He rifles it around the boards and out. Past the half wall and now back into the pads of Vieux, who has to stick that one to his right. And good job keeping it in there is Mahar.
And it's sent down, but it's deflected, so
yeah,
it will not be an icing.
Yep. Johnny on the spot was Ref Leclerc. And this one goes all the way down.
No icing called, which is
I think somebody got a piece of it here. Somebody got a piece of it on our near dasher wall. Well, that's a dangerous puck. Look out. That's Ronzello. All that speed goes right to the cage, and the arm goes up. And we'll see what we got.
Well, this is a great moment here. 4:16 to go. And now a 5-on-4 for Trinity, who gave up 2 power play goals in the second period. And now it would almost feel like a perfect time to get a power play goal here. And you'll see Sam Maurice, Connor Hurley, and Ronzello out there with Walsh and Soroy.
Yep. Well, Maurice goes to the dot, can't win this one, but there to deflect it is Ronzello. That penalty occurred because Ronzello was skating his tail off. That was just hard effort and drew that penalty from Cullinane. Skating freely out there is Maurice, and a big whistling wrister from the blue line by Soroy. Nice, gets it to the top of the slot. This one deflects up and over the cage. Maurice had himself another opportunity. And he is a man on a mission.
Walsh gets pickpocketed there. And now look at this, an opportunity.
Talk about pickpocket. And there's Landry squirted through the 5-hole. Landry makes it 4-2 after his back check theft at the 3:40 mark. That was a heck of a manufactured goal right there, Kyle.
Well, I can never seen a celebration where you take out the official, and we'll see if that will go for a power play as well. as that's an interesting spot right there. As you can see, the celebration just kind of got a little bit lighter here, as just, you know, Jacob is getting yelled at by his coach right now, but the goal still stands. It is now a 4-2 lead, and the referee needs some time here. And now we got a timeout called on the ice.
And he's checking his bucket. Look at that. You don't see that very often, right, Kyle?
No, you don't. And again, that was a pickpocket there of Walsh, able to get down.
Highway robbery.
And it's a tough spot. Is again the Pioneers really wanted to get that power play goal instead to give up a
shorty there.
A shorty is, you know, so the special teams certainly been the storyline here in this game for the North-Souhegan squad, and you know they certainly needed to get this win, and they're looking pretty good with 3:40 remaining in this contest.
Yeah, 4-2, back to the worst lead in hockey, but at this point in the contest, with that momentum, but it's still, there's a $1.25 left on that penalty to Cullinane. So Trinity will have the power play continuing, and they got to do something in a hurry. My guess is they'll pull the goalie if they, immediately, if they don't just send it out open. Our buddy Tom King from Nashua Telegraph just entered the arena.
Interesting to see him as it's the next game, I believe, is Manchester versus Londonderry boys. So to know his Bishop Girton game isn't until 6:20 is unique, but
I call him TKpedia. That guy has forgotten more New Hampshire sports than we'll ever learn.
That's the truth right there.
There we go. All right, Trinity has their power play. It's 1:10 remaining in that one. And again, this one rifles around the boards. They got to keep it in. And Lebelsik's looking to the bench. I wonder if they'll yank him. Walsh throws that one in, and able to stuff it in is Connor Hurley, waiting for the loose change, and jams it underneath the pads of Ayua, and a power play goal at 3:13 remaining in the game. 57 seconds left as the power play is now washed out with that goal. And wow, what a turn of events, Kyle.
2 goals in 28 seconds in this contest. And Trinity, again, is reeling after giving up that shorthanded goal. And now 3:13 to go. It's going to be almost feel like a championship game here as Trinity wants to get this win. And they will try to tie things up as Landry wins that faceoff and has it kind of taken away.
Well, I'll tell you, Hurley was salivating. That thing was bouncing around, and he was just jamming, and finally got it down. We could almost watch that in slow-mo, Kyle.
Yeah, it was, you kind of couldn't really see it cleanly from my angle, but he knew that the puck was there and shot on net here.
Well, Walsh is doing a good job. He's really emptying the tank in his own right. I said that about Maurice earlier. We got a 2-on-1 developing, and here goes McBride. He gets it to his left, bottom of the slot, rotates around, throws it through, nobody home, and sliding and sprawling across the ice was Seiss. Seiss to the ice at 2:28. And that was a golden opportunity for the visitors from North-Souhegan. Wow.
Now, I don't coach hockey by any means, but I felt like icing was not needed. You already had a player down for the team in blue, and if you could have gotten something go the other length of the ice with 2:28 to go, you could have tied this game up possibly.
Kyle, you've watched enough hockey to know that one. You're good. All good. All right, and here comes Ronzello, very speedy player. Gets that loose. He gets around, looking to wrap. Nice job. Good defense there by Cullinane to get him off his line. And this one squirts. Having to give hard chases. Leroux, he can't get there, but Soroy does, and Leroux backs to the corner where he takes that pass about the half wall. Cullinane golfs that one back in, and then it squirts outside the blue line, and Trinity looks to set it up. 1:57. We are under 2 minutes. 1-goal lead for the visitors from North-Souhegan, and down comes the most recent goal scorer, Hurley, and he's looking for more. Ronzello picks it up. That one squirts outside the blue line. Everybody's got to tag up, but that one ricochets, misses everything in the rafters.
How in the world did that happen
I
right
do
there?
not know. I got a bead on that one. It missed the speakers.
And now Lebelzik out of the nets.
Yep. Here we go, folks. We're going to go 6-on-5. And Maurice, you will love having with puck in his on his stick, and that one's trickling around the crease. Maurice looks to throw it in, can't do it. Somebody got a piece of it. It gets outside the blue line, and everybody from the Trinity Pioneers has to tag up, and they throw it back inside. Wow! And that empty net is just staring, missing the puck missing the goal by inches. Well, North-Souhegan 106, and it's 4-3, and back down the ice we go. Wow.
Kyle Da Silva is very angry at himself. He came off yelling some words of frustration.
Yeah, let's keep it at that.
Some words of frustration, and a good job on that defense. The goal was open for a moment, and now we'll see, again, 106 to go.
Yeah, the only four-letter word we're reprinting there is his name, Kyle. Yeah,
it's a good name.
That was a heck of an effort, though. All right, keeping it in. Nice job there at the fence line was Soroy, and he zings it into the pads and able to freeze that as Vieux. Not as many saves as the Trinity fellas, but he's made some real good saves today, Kyle.
And he's going to have to stay on his game right now with this final 59 seconds.
And Maurice goes to the dot. They got to win this one here. Unable to win the initial draw, but banging it inside at the line is Soroy. And going to the ice hard out there is Mahar. 6-on-5 we are right now as the goaltender Lebelzik is out.
Walsh stepped up there and did a good job to keep that in the corner.
Nothing to lose here if you're Trinity. Just let it go. Rip it. Grip it and rip it. Nice cross-ice pass, and it's zipped in. Maurice, number 11, gets number 3 on the day at 32 seconds, and we have a tie game 4-4 with 32 seconds left on the clock, and the Exeter guys are going bananas.
They certainly are, as Sam Maurice, yeah, look, they want some high fives as their playoff is on the line right here. And what a great game here, Rich. Again, a 3-0 deficit. Then it was a 4-2 deficit. And now here we are, 4-4, 32.3 seconds ago. And Lebelzik is back in net. And now we'll see what this last 32 seconds can do. But a hat trick 2 nights in a row here for Trinity.
Yeah, for Maurice there. Boy, he can play this game. I love watching him play. And real character moment for Trinity. And as I was suggesting earlier, this goes a long way for your team's mentality and your team ethos. Ronzello looking to create again, goes to the slot and escapes. Here goes the ever fast skating McBride. He tries to win that one, can't do it, gets to the deck. And now you hear the horn. Wow, what a period, Kyle Heavey.
Well, we've had some extra games, extra overtime in basketball this week. Why not? Let's do it in hockey as well, as a way to remember your senior night is to appreciate the moments like this where your team did not give up after being down 3. And Rich, you got the goals in front of us. Start us off with what has gone down, what has transpired here in this contest.
We had only the one goal in the first period. That was at 7:51. That was North scoring that one. That made it 1-0. Then we go to the second, and North scored 2 power play.
Jacob Landry was the goal scorer for that first one.
The first one, that's right. And then 2 power play goals.
Kyle Da Silva with the first one.
Yeah, and then Jake Dodge got himself the power play goal, and that rounded out. That was with 5 seconds left.
That was again, that was the 5-minute major.
Right,
was really where it was hurting.
Was Kinsella, yeah. And then we go to the third, and all heck broke loose. Trinity makes it 3-1 on the goal of Maurice goal with 13:15 remaining.
And those assists came off of Anthony Ronzello and Mr. Hurley. Connor Hurley.
Yeah, and then Maurice got himself a goal, not even 2 minutes later to make it 3-2. And then North got their goal to make it 4-2 with 3:40 remaining. And, man, we got 3 goals inside of 3.5 minutes, Kyle. Trinity makes it on the strength of a Hurley goal when he jammed that one in, the bouncing puck, and he jammed that one through the 5-hole. That made it 4-3 with 3 minutes and change left. And then Trinity pulls out all the stops and goes 6-on-5, pulling Lebelzik, and with 32 seconds, Maurice with that beautiful marker to make it 4-4, and that's where we stand. And they're taking a 3-minute intermission and you can hear the coaches strategizing down below us. What a period, Kyle.
Absolutely, and that's why, for these seniors for Trinity, Brendan Lebelzik, Sam Maurice, Brennan Walsh, Bobby Kinsella, Jack Rosenthal, who's not even here.
Right.
He had a senior night the other day.
At Tri-Town.
So we got to give him some love as well.
Yep.
And John Roth, Andrew Overy, and Brendan Hepler all want this win right here to go down and have this game. And I can tell you they're thankful that we're here.
Yeah.
To see what's going on here is, great posters made up for all these players. And boy, the emotions are high right now for this game. And we knew we were going to be spending at least 7 hours here. And why not
more now?
Why not spend a little bit more time?
My dogs are going to be hungry.
Certainly will be, but it's the love of hockey that we have, and that's why we do it, and that's why we're here.
Well, I gave him a little snack and let him out right before I drove up from Hollis, and but I'm lucky to be here. This is a heck of a game. But look, this shows you you're 4-13. It's always meaningful, Kyle. It's always meaningful. It's senior day, and you play for more than pride. Sure, you want to be a spoiler, but it's a hockey game, and you just let it rip. It's always meaningful. And we got 8 minutes. No fresh ice, but we got 8 minutes on the clock, and we'll look to settle things here. Rich McDonough and Kyle Heavey getting a real gem of a game today. Loving it, Kyle.
I'm certainly proud to be here.
Yeah.
And,
All right. Pios win the initial draw as we go to OT, 8-minute OT in high school hockey, folks. And here comes Landry. He's had himself a big day, and he gets to the
he's looking for a hat trick as
yeah,
well.
He is. He had one in the first and one in the second, and he wants to join Maurice. And here comes Maurice. Look at all that speed, and Landry's back there to greet him. Good job by both fellas.
Kind of
Unable to keep it in right there with Soroy, and it comes all the way back down the ice. And McBride gets there first. His name is Chase.
Hey, he's on the case.
All right, and playing little keep away, and here comes Ronzello Maurice. I love that line, folks, and Hurley trailing, and he's there. He picks it up, gets to the top of the slot. He's got an opportunity. No, couldn't get that settled onto his tape, and he gets the corner, and he gets rocked from behind hard, and that is going to be a penalty to Jake Dodge, and unable to dodge it was. Wow, he's hurting. That is a hard hit, and he was smushed into the
Trainer running down
boards
there.
in the glass.
This is not what we want to see in this overtime, and he's got his glove on his head.
Yeah.
And that was just an absolute ugly penalty right there.
Yeah,
and,
you see the full back there.
And
You just
Mr.
got to know that.
Coach Connell coming out there as well.
Yeah, it's just you're going to get the call. And here we are in overtime.
It doesn't look like there is going to be a penalty, though. I think they
Wow.
called it for an injury. And now
Yeah.
you see the Trinity players coming over.
I thought I saw the ref's arms go up, but he's talking to him.
Yeah,
It doesn't look like anybody's being dismissed.
No, so I think that it feels like it should be a boarding call. I'm not wearing stripes in today's outfits, so
Yeah.
I can't make that.
I've got my lacrosse ref credentials, and I will tell you, folks, no matter what, it's one of the hardest jobs to do. Anytime you're wearing stripes, it is very, very difficult.
And you can hear the ovation and his players hitting their sticks,
Yeah,
able
Hurley
to get
is-
up. And
Hurley's a little wobbly there.
yeah, he's certainly will most likely not be returning, and that is tough here
Yeah,
for
he's had a
the
good
sophomore who's had a great game. And
Well, I got to tell you, Trinity hasn't been real happy with the ref, and we do have a 5-minute major.
there we
That's
go.
what I thought.
Okay,
I
I
thought I
was
saw that
wondering what's
wrist.
going to happen here because nothing had come up on.
Yeah, I mean, you have to call that. And you and I were surprised that we didn't see, anybody heading to the bin, but I think it was just because they were respecting the guy's injury and waiting to do their official business until Hurley got off the ice. I hope he's okay. That was a real brutal hit.
Well, the trainer is talking to him and going to make sure that he knows who the president is, knows what day of the week it is, all those interesting questions that the trainers have to ask. But from the way that his body language is showing. But again, a 5-on-4 as
right.
sitting in the bench will be Jake Dodge.
Yeah, it was just too obvious. All right, well, 5-on-4 we go. 5 minutes on the power play for Trinity. Be patient, work it.
The irony in this right now, Rich, with Trinity being on the 5-minute major against them in the second period. Now, 2 periods later, they get a 5-on-4 with a 5-minute major.
Oh, and there's he megged him. He megged Landry, did Soroy, and that one found its way all the way to the keeper, Villa, who looked shocked that it made it all the way in.
And that was right in the top of the capital N right there on him, as you can feel that in the sternum.
Remember the old North Stars jerseys?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and Soroy tries it again. This one finds its way all the way through, but this time blocked. Maurice turns and wheels and throws that one on net, and he gets it now at the top, the point there. Nice defense there by McBride. Loses his twig, has to go get it. Landry zips that one through, and it goes to corner. 5-minute major, folks, for Nashua North.
And Walshy brings it up.
Yeah, Walsh gets the corner. Nice job. Feeds it across. Finds that one to Mahar. Mahar doing a little keep away there. Maurice at the back line here. And then taking a spot back is Walsh. And here comes Soroy giving it a shot. That one sticked away nicely by Villa, who has had himself a real good game, as have all the goalies today. Lebelsic and Hepler split at time, and they did a terrific job. All right, Maurice tries to get that one through. He's underneath the blue line. Backhand, nobody home. Walsh gets a great diving poke, and that goes to corner. Nashua North's able to rifle that one around, but kept it in. Is Walsh, and he's creeping in. He zips one off the gloves of Villa, and coming out with it there is O'Neill.
Able to send this down, and kind of a little bit of a change, but now a turnover behind the net, and Walsh is trying to hold it.
Nice job by Walsh. He got tripped, but he shoveled that one through his legs without his twig, and 2 minutes is killed off already by the penalty kill for Nashua North-Souhegan. Here comes Maurice. Some people call him Maurice. He gets around. Big wraparound. Nothing doing. Great job sprawling across the mouth by Villa, and that one hits hard onto Cullity, and he's feeling it, folks, and he can't get off the ice. He is hurting. Soroy comes all the way back, and Cullity is limping his way.
And the Trinity bench is saying, go, go, go. It's basically
Cullity
a 5-on-3.
makes one play, and it's too many men on the ice, folks. His sub was coming in, and he chose to play the puck on his way to the bench.
Unbelievable right there. Is just a mistake you cannot make when your season is on the line. And yes, going from his bench onto the penalty box.
Yeah, Nate Rumford, our official on the near side, he's explaining it to everybody. He's like, I had no choice to call it, and of course he didn't.
Whether that was a planned mistake or planned attack by Trinity to send it over there to have him touch it, or what it is, but now a 5-on-3
for 2:29. Wow. There's 2:29 remaining on the dodge penalty, and De Silva took that penalty as Cullity was getting to the ice, getting to the bench, and it was. Sometimes meat-headed plays happen. It's part of youth sports.
And look at this, a face-off one, and coming down the length of the ice, getting through the defense.
Landry, boy, that kid can skate. He gets all the way down the ice. Now he's got to get his rear end back all the way down. You got 3-on-2. Maurice and Ronzello leading the charge. Maurice puts the brakes on. Good patience there. Soroy throws it in on net, and it goes to corner after the deflection, and Walsh collects it. 5-on-3, folks. Lots of open ice. And it's real choppy ice right now, and that one finds nothing but the backside of, it looks like Hurley. After his injury, he's back on the ice, and they're glad to have him back anytime.
Absolutely, as he was able to pass the tests, and that's huge. And we'll see if he can get an apple or even a goal here.
All right, 1:13 on the two-man advantage here as that one ticks down. There was a 5-minute major earlier assessed to Jake Dodge for boarding Hurley, who was hurt briefly. Passed some quick checkup on the sideline. He's back in, and he's a very valuable player for the Pios.
55 seconds left on the first penalty.
And our teams coming up are watching with great interest from the sidelines. Londonderry and Manchester Kings. Here comes the fast skating Maurice, gets it around, ricochets it off the dasher for Soroy. Hurley picks it up, lots of open ice. Cross ice pass, great save by Vieux on a rocket from Maurice. Rocket Richard was Maurice right there. And Hurley backhands it, goes through the goal mouth and out. And a great self-pass. Here comes the very fast McBride, all alone, and he lifts it up. And no goal, and it's off its moorings. And boy, is McBride upset with himself. He just lifted that up too high and unable to convert that golden opportunity. 2:37 on the clock. 12 seconds remaining on the 5-on-3. When that elapses, assuming it does, there'll be 28 seconds of 5-on-4.
Rich, my heartbeat is beating fast right now.
I haven't done this much math, Kyle, since I was bartending. Wow, what a game. What an absolute gem of a third period in overtime. And here comes Mahar. He just gets to the slot, forced to go elsewhere, and throwing it in on net was Leroux.
And first power play or penalty kill
is over. Good block by Landry. Boy, that kid has the whole game, doesn't he, Kyle?
Certainly does. And let's see if he can finish this whole game.
Great discipline there by De Silva to wait and get that puck down the ice till everybody had cleared. Good job. Never go in the scorebooks, but you're a coach. You love that.
And Landry doing a good job of keeping that puck in the zone. And now we got a 5-on-5 here for the minute 50 to go.
So the major's released, and we've got $1:46 left in this overtime. We'll see if we have to. Well, I guess they won't be doing it. Oh, taken to the ice is McBride. No calls right in front of the ref, and no call. McBride's clogging up the crease now. 1:30 on the clock in overtime, folks. 4-4 here at JFK, and down the ice goes Mahar, and he gets a hard check. And that one, great job by Hurley to keep that one in, and he snaps that one onto the catching glove of Vieux, who's made another big save. 119 and counting, still 4-4. All I can say, Kyle, is wow.
Yeah, we thought that this game might be over when it was 5-on-3, but credit to Coach Zach and his Zarlinga.
Yeah, Chris Zarlinga, he's a good guy.
Oh, Chris, excuse me.
Yeah, I got to talk to him at the beginning of the season. I'll tell you, one Mr. Landry there, Jacob Landry, is gassed. He has been giving it his all. Wow, and a timeout at 1:19. This has been a dramatic game, Kyle.
Absolutely, and you know, you can see on the screen right now is Sam Maurice coming over. This is the last minute 19 of his amazing season.
Terrific season.
Altogether, and to see what's transpiring here.
All right.
And again, a minute 19 to go.
And the kid is with us.
Yeah.
Good old ZJ, Zach Johnston, just walked us by.
And
looks like he nicked himself shaving.
It looks like there's still a player in the penalty box here for North-Souhegan here. So that's an interesting.
Is that Dodge? Is it Dodge? He's number 18. I can't see his jersey.
I can't see. Obviously, it looks
Dodge.
like it's 18. So that weird to see what's going to happen here. It's a good thing there's not a senior night after this. We need some time to transpire and
yeah, I'm trying to figure out. The refs are talking to him, and he looks comfortable. He doesn't look upset about anything. He had the 5-minute major for boarding Hurley, and as in the early part of this overtime period, and he's still in the bin. Trying to figure that out.
Well, the timeout is officially over, and here
we go.
Teams are coming back to the offensive dot here for Trinity.
Buckle up, folks. It's been a great ride already, and we got a $1:19 in overtime. We're at 4-4 to settle this thing. Win, lose, or draw, who knows? That's why we do this. That's why we watch the game. Hurley rifles that one in and finds its way in, up and over the head and neck of Vieux, and that goes in, and we have a 5-4 win for hometown Trinity on Senior Day. Again, Kyle, wow.
I believe it was Brendan Walsh
It
who
was
will
Walsh.
get that goal. And what a way to end your career
How
here for the
about
Pioneers is getting a overtime game winner, 5-4 victory. Pioneers get it.
And I tell you, Coach Zorlenga and North-Souhegan they've just got to be questioning what the heck happened. They had this game in control, up 3-0 and a 4-2 lead deep into the third period, and it went away in a hurry thanks to number 11, Mr. Maurice. But your senior captain, Walshy, wins it with 1:15 left, and we were even strength. And that's a beautiful win on senior day here at JFK for the Trinity Pioneers. And Nashua North-Souhegan's got some serious math to do. And I don't know if it's impossible, but they play South tomorrow morning. And had they won today, they had an obvious choice to make the playoffs, but the math becomes almost impossible at this point, Kyle.
And look at the Exeter boys. They are just pumped up right now. Their game versus Bishop Girton tonight means so much more for them as well for their senior night. And they are giving lots of love to the Trinity. They played with a bunch of these players in the past. And, wow.
It all means something. Well, we got to witness one of the best games of the season, Kyle. You know, with Trinity showing streaks. They had that beautiful win over BG 5-2 right here in January, and they showed us a lot of talent, but they had some hard luck and some pucks didn't go their way, but they certainly took care of business today in impressive and exciting fashion.
Wow. Well,
what a game.
I mean, we're going to have to take a break here, and, glad to see that Trinity ends the year on a 2-game winning streak and hat tricks again for Sam Maurice, but you got to give it to Walshy to get that game winner.
Yeah, that was fantastic. Well, I'll tell you, first of 3, our triple header here on Manchester Public Television is in the books. The boys in white, hometown ice, they win it 5-4, an exciting one here at JFK. Well, that's 1 down and 2 to go. Rich McDonough, Kyle Heavey, Division I hockey here at JFK. Get something cold, get something hot, and we're going to take a good break while they resurface the ice. And I hope you stay with us for Game 2, which is Londonderry visiting the Manchester Kings. Playoff implications and math all over that Game 2. Again, Rich McDonough, Kyle Heavey. We'll see you after this break for Game 2, folks. Glad you're with us.